All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Here for another little lunchtime stream. Hope you guys are all doing very well today. It's been an okay Monday so far here at work. Just our systems crashed earlier this morning for a little while, so that was fun dealing with, but it's been okay other than that. What are y'all up to today? It's so nice out here today. It was super nice out yesterday too. It would be this is perfect go fishing weather, or even going over to the coast, go hang out on the beach. I'm sure it's probably actually pretty chilly over there, but at least it's not raining. Ah, hello, my Russian friend. Privyet. How you doing today? I'm just hanging out on lunch, running a little lunch stream here. It's super nice out. It's beautiful today. What's up, Disciple? How you doing? How we all doing today? What's everybody up to? I'm at work. I'm just on lunch, hanging out. I'm running a little lunch stream. My day's been pretty good. It hasn't been too busy so far, but nice, Disciple. What do you do? I work at a retail grocery store. If you're new in here, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Hope you all are having a wonderful day, and hopefully the work week is started well for you guys. Oh, nice. Sounds like a good time, Disciple. Did you watch football this weekend? What's up, Jay? How you doing? Thanks for being here. What are you up to, Jay? Nice, Disciple. Yeah, I don't have cable, so I don't get to I don't I don't get to watch it, but so I just follow highlights and stuff. I've been following it more this year since my team is still in the playoffs, so I'm a Seahawks fan, so I've definitely been keeping up on how they're doing right now. Um, do you have like a favorite NFL team, or Jay, what are you up to? Nice, Jay. Yeah. Um, I was really torn. I was really torn in the Eagles 49ers game because I'm not a Niners fan, but I'm also not an Eagles fan. And I was rooting for the Eagles only for the fact that that the 49ers are in the same division as the Seahawks. But at the same time, if the 49ers beat us, I hope that they end up going on to win the title just because they are in the same division. So I think it'll be a good game. Disciple says Cowboys and Browns. Oof. Sorry about your luck, man. I don't I mean, I understand the Browns are the Browns, so they're gonna brown it up. But the Cowboys, man, they used to be so good, and man, even since like Tony Romo's days, they've just been not been able to get over the hump. And I mean, like when Dak and Zeke were together, I thought for sure that they would at least make it to the Super Bowl, but they they be putting up goose eggs every year. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Disciple. Jones is a big part of the problem, and he refuses to let go of the past, and he refuses to give up any more power to anybody to make the important decisions. I think that I think that if he goes, once he retires or sells the team or whatever, I think that they'll probably head back in the right direction. But I think until he does that, they're going to have some major issues. Jay said I was eating chicken and gyros to celebrate. Nice, Jay. I love gyros. I'm not a big lamb fan myself, but I will get down on some gyros. Hello, if you're new in here. I hope you're having a great day. Enjoying this beautiful weather. Say hello. Hang out with your friends in the chat. Let us know how your day's going. Jerry said he wants to retire as the owner with most Super Bowl wins. Yeah, he really does, Disciple. I think he's at an age to where he's just set in his ways, and it's not going to change, unfortunately. Disciple. I mean, I really think that probably is a correct statement until he gives up the reins, and he needs to give more people within the organization some more leeway on how to operate and run the team and everything. Hi, Alta. I'm good. Yourself? Yeah, you too. It just needs to happen, definitely sooner rather than later. Jay says, glad we're in a position where we are rebuilding from the ground up. We already hired a new OC. Yeah, nice, Jay. Yeah, sometimes it's just you need to get new faces into the organization to really kind of jumpstart everything. No, Disciple, I didn't. What was it? That's kind of crazy, Disciple. To think that they went the entire year without an interception. And of all teams, the Jets to accomplish that is kind of crazy. Hello, if you're just joining us. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great afternoon. What's up, Soy? Not much, Soy. I mean, we're just talking about whatever, really. Right now, we're talking sports. If you've got something on your mind, go ahead and let us know, and we can just go from there. Yeah, Disciple, literally. They may not have won the Super Bowl, but they won the no interception prize. Like, what? 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 No interceptions, no interceptions. Jay, I mean, I'm not a, uh, I'm not a, I'm not a fan of either Pittsburgh or Houston. But I'm gonna pull for Houston. Um, I would like to see Houston beat Pittsburgh. I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan, so, and I'm definitely not a Steelers fan, so I'm pulling for the Texans. Um, they deserve some. They deserve some good things coming their way. Disciple, 93 years for it to be broken. Yeah, I know that's crazy. Soy, I'm a fan of the Seahawks. I'm rooting for the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl again. Um, if if they don't win it, I hope that the 49ers do. Uh, them or the Bills. I wouldn't mind the Bills winning, but literally anybody but Aaron Rodgers. I tell you what, Disciple, that there is a very real possibility that that is going to happen. I mean, they're playing very good ball. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind seeing a Patriot Seahawks rematch again this year. I think that would be a great game. Yeah, Soy. Who? Which team are you talking about? Who you pulling for? Yeah. Are the Jaguars in the playoffs still or no? Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Um, the Jags could definitely use a little bit of luck, but oh, the 49ers. Yeah, Soy. I mean, honestly, I think that yes, I mean the Seahawks defense was very very good in that last game that they played against the 49ers, but I think things might have been different if you guys hadn't have had a couple injuries to begin with, and then I think you guys lost one or two people in that Seahawks game a couple weeks ago. So I think next weekend it should be a good game. Um, Obviously, I'm pulling for the Seahawks, but I think as long as it's a good game, that's all I'm rooting for. Um, but yeah, it should be good. I mean, I think if the Seahawks don't make it, I think the Niners probably will. Um, Man, I tell you what, too, the Panthers. I mean, yeah, they did lose. I know that they lost to the Rams, but I know they lost to the Rams, but they played them very well right up till the end there. I think next year they could be a very good team. Hello, Miso. How you doing? What are you up to today? Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that game. Um, I didn't see that game, but I know that the Panthers played them right up till the very end. Yeah, me. So I mean, I I wouldn't mind seeing a Seahawks Buffalo Super Bowl. I am a Josh Allen fan, so that would be a fun game to watch. Um, yeah, I'm definitely a Josh Allen fan. I mean, I don't follow the Bills super seriously or anything, but um, he definitely, with the way that he's played the last handful of years, he definitely deserves to get to the Super Bowl. Um, it would definitely be a fun game to watch Buffalo and Seattle play. Yeah, Soy. I mean, they really are. Um, Even like a few years ago when Tampa Bay went to the Super Bowl with Tom Brady, I mean obviously that was a different situation because Tom Brady is Tom Brady. Plus he had Rob Gronkowski, but um, it's fun when you see when the smaller teams that don't normally do so well, once they start doing well, it makes football kind of fun to watch again. Um, Disciple says I want Cowboys and Pittsburgh Super Bowl again. Yeah, I mean that would be a good game. I'm really surprised too by the Bears this year. They've been playing really well. I was happy to see them beat Green Bay the other day. That was that was a lot of fun. My my dad and my stepmom are both big Packer fans, and my brother and my sister-in-law are Chicago Bears fans. So it was fun hearing about them bickering and fighting back and forth. Jay says that's what I want because I have a buddy that's a huge Bills fan, and I told him that he's going to find his team doing the same thing we did in the NFC title game last year. Miso. Oh yeah, by far, the Seahawks have done way better without Carroll the last couple of years. I mean, honestly, I'd say I would make an argument that the last like 3 to 4 years that Carroll was the coach, that he wasn't the same coach anymore that he was during their Super Bowl runs. Um, um, during the Super Bowl runs, he was pretty good coach. I mean, he obviously made the biggest mistake of his life running or throwing the ball instead of running it with Marshawn down on the 1 yard line. Um, but he was still doing relatively good at that point. But I would say definitely the last like 4 years that he was the Seahawks coach, it was definitely, you could tell that it was going downhill and going downhill fast. Soy says, I wouldn't have found this stream if my YouTuber didn't end the stream so early. Um, well, I'm glad you're here, Soy. I appreciate you being here. Um, Hopefully you're enjoying your time here so far. I'm very appreciative of everybody that stops by and says hello. I know that, I'm still a small streamer just trying to get off the ground and get going. So I'm very appreciative of everybody that stops by and subs to the channel and just comes by and hangs out. But yeah, so I'm just I'm trying to hit all the benchmarks um, as fast as I possibly can to get partnered. So we'll see how it goes. Uh, who the top three best QBs this season? Well, Disciple, like I said, I haven't really watched, but obviously, I mean, Sam Darnold. I mean, without his play, the Seahawks wouldn't be in the position that they are. And even though I'm not a 49ers fan, I got to give credit to Brock Purdy. And just because I am a Josh Allen fan, I'll give the third spot to Josh Allen. Miso says, I agree. Yeah, Miso, I mean, I was a big Pete Carroll fan even when he was down at USC, but you got to give it to him that those last few years that he was in Seattle, he was not looking like the same Pete Carroll of old. Jay, I appreciate you. Thanks for the compliment. Like I said, I'm just a small streamer. I'm an everyday average, dad just trying to make it by. And, I'm just trying to have fun while I'm doing this YouTube thing, hanging out. And, whatever happens. I'm just enjoying hanging out with everybody every day and, making new friends with everybody. Phantom says Pat's defense looked scary last night. Good luck to whoever's next Pats might make the bowl this year. Phantom, I agree. I really think I would not be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if the Pats get back to the Super Bowl again. I'm rooting for a Seahawks Patriots or a Seahawks Bills Super Bowl. If we got to play the Pats again, I think that would be a fun game to watch. Both defenses are looking very, very good. And it'll be up to the offenses to see who can. I think if it's a Pats Seahawks game, it'll be a game of who can get on the board first, and then the defenses, we'll see who's got the defense going. I like Allen, but not sure you top 3. Yeah, Disciple, I hear you there. Jay, yeah, I think he is. You just gotta have the right pieces around you is all. He can't do it all on his own, but I will say it would be nice to see to see Washington back in the playoffs soon. I think for a long time they were just kind of handicapped with what was it? Was it Mark Daniels or whatever that was the team owner? He made some very, very poor decisions there for quite a while. But yeah, and like Phantom said, I mean, with the Pats defense as good as they are, they very well could get back and carry them to another Super Bowl. Dan Snyder, that's what it was. I could not remember what his first name was. Disciple, you're talking Caleb Williams, yeah? Phantom, I'm not a fan of the Steelers or the Texans, but I'll root for the Texans before I root for the Steelers. Only because I'm not a Aaron Rodgers fan. And and with DK Metcalf leaving the team last year and his attitude I'm not a big fan of his anymore. Plus, the Steelers beat my Seahawks back in 2005 in the Super Bowl. So I'm still, just maybe just a little bit salty about it. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, that's what I thought, Disciple. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I definitely got to give it to him. Coming out of UFC, I think people gave him way too high of expectations. And, and then when he wasn't delivering right off the bat, too many people were saying, oh, he's a bust. But, I'm not a Bears fan by any means, but I was even telling my brother and sister-in-law, like, give him a couple years, let him get comfortable in the league, and he could definitely carry you guys to the playoffs and maybe to a Super Bowl. And he's showing that he can play. Yeah, Phantom, I'm probably gonna root for the Texans. Still, I don't know if anyone else knows how bad they've been. I'm feeling a little bit more confident. Yeah, I just don't want the Steelers to win again. And it would be nice to see the Texans doing well again. Especially after all the all that garbage that they went through when Deshaun Watson was there and everything and all that. So it would be nice to see the Texans pull it out. Who are you rooting for, Phantom? Disciple, I've seen that highlight from the game the other night with him. Man, I tell you what, he put an absolute dime in that receiver's hands. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better throw, and you couldn't have asked for a better catch either. Oh yeah, Phantom, definitely. I mean, as we've seen in the past, I mean, those the Steelers, even if they don't have a good offense or defense, they usually have one or the other. And if they're playing at home, they always play tough. They always play tough at home. Um, you know, obviously they're never going to probably touch the Steel Curtain days, but they sure do pick it up when they're at home. And I mean, I remember watching like when Troy Polamalu was there, what, 10, 15 years ago, and even like through the mid to late 2000s, they had very, very great defenses, and Troy Polamalu he was a beast. Oh yeah, Jay, I definitely agree with that. I think that, with all the hype that he had surrounding him coming out of college and everything, he really needs to get them to the playoffs in the next couple years. Otherwise, he's probably going to be on the hot seat. And I know that it's not all on him. He can't do it by himself. He needs help, but they're gonna have to find a way to get to the playoffs. Otherwise, he's gonna end up on the hot seat. Disciple says, "Who's the best kicker in the NFL?" I'm not really sure. Um, you know, I know that the Seahawks kicker, he's pretty good, but I know he missed a couple kicks recently. And then, is it McManus that kicks for the Packers? I know that he's usually pretty well, but he had that missed field goal the other day too. So it's really hard, and especially like I said, because there's not a whole lot of teams that I actually follow super crazy hard. But I know that the Seahawks kicker is usually pretty good. And I know that the Packers got a pretty good kicker. So, and I really feel like the kickers, it's a very underrated position. Phantom says, "I've always said that Herbert is overrated." I agree. I mean, I see where you're coming from, Phantom. I think a lot of the hype that he had was just because he was coming out of Oregon, and Oregon has produced a lot of top tier players. But Herbert and some of those other guys that they've even like Marcus Mariota, who, I mean, he was a great quarterback too, coming out of college, but those guys were definitely products of the Oregon Ducks system, and the Oregon Ducks system doesn't always, it doesn't 100% of the time translate into the NFL type of play. But I mean, I think he's a good quarterback. He just was hyped up too much is all. Jay says, "Dude's going to be out of LA soon if this keeps up." Yeah, I agree, Jay. Probably within the next next couple years, if Herbert and they don't get to the get into the playoffs, Herbert will definitely, and if not Herbert, the Harbaugh will be looking for a new job. But I don't think they'll get rid of Harbaugh because he's got too big a contract. Disciple Aubrey Boswell, yeah, I agree with that, Disciple. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that he was necessarily overrated, Jay. It was just the fact that he had a lot more hype than what he should have. And he was just a product of the Ducks system, like I said, which doesn't always translate to the NFL 100% of the time.
Well, I tried to talk her into letting me stay and do another one, but
Yeah, she said no.
yeah, because Christine is still here. That's right, Christina, or is it Christine?
Christina, yeah.
Yeah, so I asked her, want me to do another one? And she says, no, well, I don't think we're going to need you. But
Nice.
she might have kept me
If she wasn't there, yeah.
or at least another run. But yeah, that's all right.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I was thinking about buying a light bar, but I don't know where I'd mount it. Don't really know. Maybe up here, I guess. Has to be a small one.
Yeah.
Find one maybe fits down here. That's kind of low.
You could put one on the bottom of on that bottom bar there.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
And it would still be bright enough.
Yeah.
Jay says, now that Mike McDaniel's out, do you think that will John Harbaugh get the Dolphins job? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, Jay. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Anyway, have a great day.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow, Tom. I think that would be a good fit for him. And I mean, it's like, even if it's not the best spot that you want to go, just getting to be an NFL coach is a great thing in of itself. So, the Falcons are interviewing Harbaugh. That wouldn't be a bad spot. I mean, I think that anywhere that he goes, they should have good chances of turning things around. I mean, obviously, it's not just him being there that'll turn it around, but, having a head coach like him, people are going to want to go play for him and do well. So, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Honestly, I'm surprised that McDaniels lasted as long as he did in Miami. I thought that he'd be out a few years ago, but we'll see where he lands up. I'm sure that McDaniels will end up with another coaching job somewhere. Yeah, John can just go bye-bye. Like that NSYNC song, bye bye bye. I kind of miss when the Falcons were good. I really liked when Michael Vick played for them, and oh gosh, Jamal Anderson when he was the running back, and he did the Dirty Bird dance every time he scored. Those were the good old days. it'll be interesting to see where McDaniels ends up, because I'm sure he'll end up with another coaching job somewhere. How about 44-year-old Rivers? Man, I tell you what, I mean, I know that that was a Hail Mary. I know it was a Hail Mary coming from Indianapolis, but Rivers showed that he's still halfway had it. I mean, you could definitely tell that it had been 5 years since he had last played a football game. But you know, he did as well as anybody could expect for somebody coming out of retirement after 5 years. And I mean, I'm glad that my Seahawks beat them, but he did show that he still had a little bit left in the tank. But you could tell that, like, on some of those long balls that he was trying to throw, he just didn't have the gas on it like he used to. But it wouldn't surprise me if Rivers, maybe not, you know, super soon, but it wouldn't surprise me if down the line sometime, if he ended up in a head coaching position or something. And even if he's not a head coach, he could always, if he was like a quarterbacks coach or some offensive coach somewhere, it wouldn't really surprise me. But I don't think Rivers is coming back next year, is he? McDaniel will go to the Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, I mean, maybe, Jay. We'll see. I mean, stupid, I know. But yeah, I mean, I could see McDaniels going to Indianapolis, but it really depends on what other coaching jobs are open too, probably. I mean, after being in the sun and warm weather, is he really going to want to go coach in Indianapolis? I mean, I guess if you're making buku bucks, it won't matter, but I think that Rivers should take like 5 years off and then another 5 years in retirement, and then he should try and get a head coaching job somewhere. I think he would make a great head coach or quarterbacks coach somewhere. Disciple says, no matter what coach you give the Cowboys, Jones ruins it. That is a 100% factual statement. Jones doesn't give his coaches enough, you know, power to do what they want. I mean, yeah, you look at Mike McCarthy and some of those other guys that they've had, and I mean, those guys, you know, McCarthy was a good coach coming from Green Bay, and then Jones just kind of tied his hands by not allowing him to you know, act like the actual head coach. I mean, like, if you're gonna hire a head coach, let him act like a head coach. I know that he's the owner or whatever, but Jones really needs to step aside and just kind of be in the background from now on. I know that he can step in and say, this is what I feel and this is what I think you guys should do, but ultimately he needs to leave the big decisions up to the team itself. He's definitely a self-sabotage type team owner. You know, he's wasted quite a few good years on coaches and quarterbacks and stuff, and then not allowed them to actually do what they should be able to. Disciple says you can put Belichick and Jones. Will fire me. Yeah, Disciple. Um, Currently, with how it is, yeah, I mean, he could have the best coach and the best players, and he'd still find a way to ruin it. That's why, I mean, I personally, I think that coaches need, or team owners like that, they need to bring in the people they want and then step aside and you know, let the team run, how the coaches and stuff feel that it's best run. Obviously, if stuff is going wrong and stuff, you can then at that point step in and say, hey, we need to be doing things differently. But when you're just all up in everybody's business and you're not letting them make wise business decisions for the team and everything, then um, that's when it becomes a problem. He needs to just sell the team, or give it to a, you know, let somebody in the family take over or something. But he's just not doing things the way that is best for the team. Yeah, disciple. I mean, it's bad when you have quarterbacks and wide receivers that are trying to constantly leave just because of poor management decisions. I mean, they're gonna end up in a forever rebuilding case the way that it goes every year. Yeah. Smoking smoking that bad stuff. That's what Kingsbury was smoking. Do you guys follow like the NHL or anything? I don't really follow the NHL that seriously. I am I like the Seattle Kraken, and I like the Las Vegas Raiders, um, or the Las Vegas Knights. I mean, um, and I used to watch the Pittsburgh Penguins a lot too as a kid, but I don't follow hockey like I used to. My younger brother, he plays hockey up in Washington, but he doesn't play for like an actual team or anything. He just plays there's like a league or whatever where he lives that he plays in, but I actually I like basketball better than I like hockey. Um I'm a Portland Trailblazer fan, but when the Seattle Supersonics were there too, up in Seattle, I used to be a big Supersonic fan. But I wish that they would bring the Supersonics back. It'll be interesting to at the end of the year. It'll be interesting to see if Pete Carroll gets a head coaching job or not again after as bad as the Raiders did. He could always apply. He could always apply for the Dallas Cowboys head coaching position. David Blow. I don't know. I'm not sure who that is. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see if Pete Carroll gets picked up anywhere next year. I think personally he needs to instead of being a head coach somewhere, Pete Carroll should go back. He should be like an offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator. I just don't think that he has it in him anymore to be a head coach. I mean, like I said, the last few years that he was in Seattle, you could tell that he was kind of losing his edge, and now that he's done in Oakland, he should just find somewhere to go be an offensive coordinator somewhere and spend the rest of his days doing that. Honestly, I'm surprised that he hasn't retired yet. All right, Jay, thanks for coming by. I'll be back on tonight for an evening stream, so hope to see you there. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.